Hai semua, it's me Saka. Dan kali ini aku akan membahas tentang my English experience. Woo! Me talking in English to be exact. Video ini aku akan membahas tentang experienceku belajar bahasa Inggris, tips on how to learn English, and other stories. I will be using English for the next remainder of time. I think that's right. Okay, so I will be talking about my background first. And what I mean by background is how I knew English as a language itself. So I learned English through watching videos. That's when I consciously knew. When I was like a teeny weeny kid, a toddler, I liked to watch Barney, which is interesting, and Teletubbies. Now my parents say that I like to watch Teletubbies, but I honestly don't know because I'm kind of scared of Teletubbies now. I remember watching Barney and I liked it. So I don't know how I liked Teletubbies back then. Yeah, but Barney. And I liked to watch Thomas the Tank Engine videos. DVDs back then. It's like I'm saying like, oh, I'm like an oldie. No, Thomas the Tank Engine and Thomas and Friends was my go-to. I don't remember if it was in English or in Indonesian, but I remember one episode that's in English. So moving on, my first ever exposure into the language was from Let It Go from Frozen. I know, it sounds weird. Well, it sounds weird, but it's my story. It's my origin. From that point on, I started to know other things. That's my origin story on how I knew English was from Let It Go Frozen. Next, we'll be moving on how I learned English. I am a self-taught English speaker. Is that how you say it? So I'm sorry if I have a little bit of accent here and there because I'm self-taught. Ooh, sound British. I learned English through watching videos on YouTube. What else? Well, I like to immerse myself with topics that I enjoy. I feel like that's one of the ways that you learn something, like anything. And for me, it was games. Roblox, Minecraft, FNAF, especially FNAF. I started to understand context. I started to understand like learning through visuals. I feel like learning through visuals, for me, it was very, very helpful. But when I was in middle school, I really learned grammatical features because back then I did not really care about grammar. I just used concepts and put them together. It's really strange and I don't know how, but I did it. Oosh! Hopefully not cracked. So I understood like what's the right one and what's not, because I still do. I learn or I know things that are wrong based on what sounds right and wrong. Meaning it's not because of I know what the grammar is, but it's when people commonly use those like structure. So if I'm saying, I know that's grammatically correct. It's because other people have said it beforehand. I would say my English level right now is like day-to-day speaking. I understand professional words. I just don't use them a lot because the people around me don't really use professional terms. Well, actually, the people around me don't use English at all. So how would I understand professionalism? What else? I don't know. Well, I guess that's like the basic summary on how I learned English. Now let's move on. Here are tips for learning English. This is for basic understanding. This is like from level 0. This is from my personal experience. You watch topics that you like with the language English. Next, I guess I would say talking to yourself. Now I know that might sound really crazy, but look at me. Technically, I am talking to myself. I'm just talking to a camera, and Literally, nobody's home. Don't say it's sad, because if you say it's sad, then you won't do it. But you have to do that. You have to do that. It's like I'm forcing you. You have to do that. I'm saying that it's really valuable that you talk to yourself. That way, you would understand how to pronounce English. I feel like a lot of people say that, like talk to yourself, but it's really valuable, and I recommend you to talk with whatever word that you remember. If you cannot for the life of you have a coherent sentence, you can even talk in gibberish, like fill in those words, but don't use other languages. It might actually make you more motivated to do that because you're practicing. But don't rely on gibberish. Don't rely on gibberish. Number 3, don't rely on grammar. If you start talking in English, don't think of what's the grammar in this, what's the grammar in that. Just start conveying it personally. I don't think of grammar. I just think of what do people commonly say. Like this basic structure, a basic sentence that I'm talking right now is what usually people would say. And that comes with time. That is all that I could say for how to learn English. Next, we'll be talking about how to improve your English. Now, this is very basic. Watch more content. Yay! Consumption. Wow. Secondly, start learning professional or advanced words. In your life right now, you're not really gonna use professional words. It is best that you understand those words. And if you already understand like a lot of English, and you can basically pronounce English and you can basically say or talk in English, learning these vocabularies that are more professional is quite easy. Why? Through context. Next, I would say, now this is more by heart, so it's not very universal, but making content in English. So if you're a content creator, use English like at least half and half, so you would be able to learn also. That is all that I could talk about on my English experience, my journey. It's like I'm taking a field trip or something. How to learn English and how to improve your English personally from me. I don't have anything in mind right now. Like everything is just, that's all I could say. This is an impromptu video, so yeah. If you want to, you can leave your English journey or your English learning journey down in the comments. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you like this type of content in my channel, or any content in my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. A bientôt.